everybody, MD Paul here at Range USA in Carmel, Indiana with the Walther PDP F. F is in Frank. This was done by ZR Tactical Solutions. I'm going to take the first shots through it. We're a little bit over 7 yards away and we'll see well, and then I'll hit the target. Center to right. That one a little left. That's right. That's a little high. A little high again. Right there. Wow, that one left. Nice flinch at the end. Walther PDP F. Let me turn it around and show it to you. I can definitely do better than this one. I'm used to it. But that was the first one. This is the one that flew off right over here. But the rest right here, not bad. Walther PDP F by ZR Tactical. Here's the mag with their base plate. We'll take a look at it on the tabletop. And we're back. The range trip was very enjoyable, and I actually enjoyed shooting this pistol a lot more than I thought I would. What I want to do now is not only go over some of the specifics on the PDP F, but also compare it to the bigger brother, the regular PDP. Now we're not going to take the threaded barrel into consideration. We're just going to look at the frame and slide as if it was the same as this. So we're going to take a look at it. In the PDP F, as you may know by now, it's been all over the place, but it was originally designed by Walther, or supposedly was designed by Walther for women. The nice thing about it is that they actually did something to make it more accessible to people with smaller hands. Not necessarily women, but people with smaller hands. And if it is marketed towards women, I think they missed a big market there, because there's a lot of men that also have smaller hands. But if it is for women, at least they did something more than just making it pink or making it light blue or something like that. And we'll get into those differences and what makes it different. Now, as you can tell, the color is a little bit different, and there's got some things that you don't see on a regular PDP F or any other PDP. This one came from my friends at ZR Tactical Solutions, and it's got to go back, but they were kind enough to lend it to me for the video. And we'll go through some of the things that it's got on it. Looking at the PDP F, and yes, it's been safety checked. Looking at the PDP F, you can get it in two different barrel sizes. It can either come with a 3.5 inch barrel or a 4-inch barrel. This is the 3.5 inch as you see it right here. And it is a smaller size pistol, but it does have a full size frame. It has two 15-round mags, but if you have the 18-round mags from the full size PDP, they will work as well. Some of the things that you will look at, you can see with the slide, it's got the regular super terrain serrations that you see on the PDP, but it's got some differences. The color, don't mind the color, that was done by ZR Tactical. But bringing in, this is the regular PDP, this is the PDP Pro SD, and if you're looking at the slide, look at the serrations. If you can see, the PDP Pro SD is on top and the PDP F is on the bottom. You can see how, if I can do this without dropping them, you can see how the serrations on the PDP F are, they have more of a rounded shape to them. Let's see if the focus will follow me here. You can see here they're a little bit more rounded here, and they're more of an angle over here. I hope that's coming through on the video. So that's one of the differences that you're going to see with a PDP-F, is they paid a little bit more attention. I don't want to say dehorning it, but rounding off the edges a bit. Letting you look around. So like I said, two 15-round mags. The 18-round mags will work as well. Another thing that they did was Walther, for the PDP-F, developed a two-piece striker for the PDP-F. And the purpose behind it was to reduce the amount of pressure, the amount of force needed to rack the slide by 20%. At least that's what they claim. This has a stainless steel guide rod by ZR Tactical with a 17-pound spring. We're going to talk about the red dot as well, by Holosun. Looking over here, mag, stainless steel mag, just like the regular PDP. Now this one's got the brass base plates by ZR Tactical, and they're 40 grams heavier than a regular base plate. I have it as well in the full size, but these are just the stainless steel, and they're a lot lighter than the brass ones. Put them back together. There you go. Now, looking at the frame, and this is really where the magic comes to be on the PDP-F. What they did was, it is the distance between the beaver tail, which is a very much of a indentation here. It's a very deep beaver tail right here, and the distance between the back of the grip, where it meets the beaver tail, to the trigger shoe was reduced by about an inch. If you take into account the circumference, the diameter of the grip, and the distance from the back to the front, it is reduced by about an inch. And to give you a visual on that, we're going to bring the full-size PDP, and I'm going to do my best to overlap so they're in the right place. You can see they're lined up correctly. You can see, if the light is cooperating, the difference between where this trigger shoe is versus where this trigger shoe is. I hope this is coming through. Let me see if I can move one of the lights a little bit closer. You can see there. That's one of the things that they did very, very well, is reducing the distance so smaller hands can reach the trigger better. Now I have medium-sized hands. I don't have large hands. I am a true medium-sized glove, and you can see where my finger reaches the trigger guard. So one of the issues that I did have, not an issue, but something that I did notice, is that even with my medium-sized hands, when I go to reach for the trigger, I do bend my finger, if you can see there. So you have to be careful how much of your pad, of your finger, you actually want to put in the trigger. With my normal grip, this is how much, if I don't pull it back. See the difference there? This would be normal. And here it is using my pad. So it is an adjustment. But what makes that worth it to me is the angle of the grip. It is so comfortable. It is so natural. The serrations in the front of the PDP-F are the same as the serrations in the PDP, in the regular PDP. The ones in the back are the same. Now this has been Cerakoted, this is not, but it's the same serrations, the texture. Now what you can see is, let me see how I can do this. See the grip? If you put it on an angle like this, it's flat with the exception of this indentation here leading into the mag release button. With a PDP, the regular PDP, you can see, let me see how I can catch this, the ridges here. You can see finger grooves on the side of the grip panel. Hey, there you go, that's better. You can see it right here. They're very comfortable. I like it a lot. But the PDP F does not have those finger grooves on the side. You can see there. That's one of the differences on the grip. It has a better angle as far as, well, for me, it makes it a more comfortable angle. You don't see, going back over here, you can see the hump, the angle that it has here on the hump. The PDP F does not have that hump that you see back here. It's much more of a straight angle than that. So you've got completely straight here with no finger grooves, just like you have here. You could have a pretty much flat side panels, except for this little channel leading to the mag release, and you eliminate the hump that you've got back here on the regular PDP. So those are the major differences as far as the grip is concerned. You can have it with a magwell or without a magwell. This, of course, is by ZR Tactical. The mag release is very positive. It works well. It is reversible. It's not ambi. The slide lock is the size of a surfboard, but it is ambi. You've got it on both sides, so righties and lefties both can rejoice. Very nicely polished feed ramp in there. The trigger is wonderful, like all PDPs. Do you need the special super mega trigger that is on the Pro SD? No, not for concealed carry, but look at this, and it's just getting better and better with age. You go there, boom, there's your brake, and from here, reset is right there. You're instantly at the wall. Brake, 4 pounds. You got a little bit of travel there. Well, helps if I do it correctly. Let's do it again. Reset. You're at the wall. Brake is instant. Reset. You're at the wall. Reset. So very nice. Is it as nice as the special trigger, the dynamic trigger in the PDP Pro SD? No, but it's very, very good. Trigger guard, it's got serrations in the front, no serrations at the bottom. Like I mentioned already, deep undercut, a 2-slot pick rail, so you can put lights in there, whatever you want to hang from the front. You can see here the stainless guide rod from ZR Tactical. Just very, very nice. I really enjoyed shooting this at the range. And one of the things that made it even more enjoyable was this new Holosun. And this is the Holosun SCS PDP Green. And yes, it is made specifically for the PDP. And Holosun has them in different models for the H and Ks. There's several models available. But it is a direct mount to the factory optics mount. So you do not need any plates. It's a 2 MOA dot. This is a green dot that is 2 MOA. Or if you want to use it with a circle, with a big circle with a dot in the middle, that becomes a 32 MOA dot. Another thing that is different about this red dot, and this is not a red dot review, but it's worth pointing out, you see the solar panels to charge the battery. So it has a rechargeable battery inside of it. No, there's the green dot right there. It's got a rechargeable battery inside of it with a life of 20,000 hours, and it recharges constantly, even with very dim sunlight. But what it's meant to do, wow, it's really not liking the background. I'm going to have to do something about that background. What it's meant to do is to be charging consistently at whenever the gun has any type of light. And the theory is that you will never have to replace your battery again. It's just one battery that recharges all the time. So it's a great concept. Time will tell how it works, but I love the way it fits. It's a perfect fit with a PDP, and I love the fact that there's no plate. Now remember, with a PDP, they went through two generations. One, the first generation of PDP slide, the optics cuts, were the ones that were completely flat. They didn't have any grooves. They didn't have any lug engagements for the red dot. And then they came out with a second gen in which they did have grooves for the red dots to sit and something else to grab onto. So before you order any dots, plates, anything, you need to know what type of, whether you have the Gen 2 or the Gen 1. For the red dot, for this Holosun SCS PDP, the MSRP is coming in at $412, depending on where you find it, but that's the MSRP. It is also auto-adjustable. You don't have to adjust it as far as intensity. It does it by itself, and it did a really good job. So you had $412 for the red dot, and the MSRP for the regular Walther PDP F, not as it sits here, is $699. So that's a look at the Walther PDP F. I've been wanting to get my hands on one of these for a very long time. Well, I forgot to tell you, you can also replace the back straps. So you can make this distance even a little bit bigger, or this distance a little bit bigger by changing the back straps. But the way it sits right now with a medium back strap, it just fits perfectly for me. A little, well, maybe not perfectly, but it was very comfortable. And as you can see, when I showed you the target from the shooting portion, those were my first shots. I didn't even know if the red dot was sighted in, but zeroed. But it was, and I really enjoyed this. Let me see, what did I miss? Let me just go through, quickly scan through my notes. The trigger, I showed you the trigger. This one's breaking at about 4 pounds pretty consistently. So very nice, very good for concealed carry. And here it is. The heavy base plate on the mag makes a huge difference. And what it does, it's the balance. It really balances the gun in your hand. The way it is perfectly vertical into the grip, into your grip of the pistol. And there it is, the Walther PDP F. And just for size comparison one more time, good Lord, that background. Here it is. Width-wise, it's about the same width as you can see here from the standard PDP. And there it is, Walther PDP F-Series. Thank you very much, ZR Tactical, for lending me your gun for this video. And you might get it back. Maybe not. I really liked it. Anyway, please let me know what your thoughts are on the Walther PDP F-Series if you had a chance to shoot it, or would you like to have a chance to shoot it? Are you interested in it, and why? Please remember that I upload videos every Friday morning, and when I can on Wednesday mornings as well. My favorite part of this channel is my interaction with you in the comments section, so please do leave a comment and let me know what you thought of the video. Any requests, suggestions, as long as you keep it civilized and cordial, I'll be happy to look at it. I try to answer as many as I can. We just crossed 13,000 subscribers on our way to the goal of 15,000, so thank you so much for that. If you want to take a look at Instagram, there I post everything before it hits YouTube. So if you want to know what's coming down the pipeline, you can check out Instagram and give me a follow there, because Instagram is restricting my account, is not showing it just to the public. If you follow me, you'll see my content, but to people that don't follow me, Instagram is not promoting my account because apparently I'm a bad boy of Instagram, and just simply posting a picture of a fully factory gun, it is violating their policies, but they won't tell me why. I appeal it, and then I never hear from them. So my growth in Instagram has to be completely from within, so I appreciate your help. Once again, thank you very much for stopping by, and until the next time, God bless.